Next I'll show you a super cheap, easy way to do leg curls for the hamstrings. These bad boys right here. This will absolutely kill your hamstrings, and it can also work your upper body as well. So what I have here is a standard piece of plywood. It's 3/4 inches thick to give me some substance. Again, this is something I just had laying around the house, and fortunately it was long enough that I didn't need to worry about much of anything. So let me show you the concept, and then we'll go into a couple different ways to make adjustments to it. So lay the board down. We're going to take some just regular old rope. You want something thick enough that won't really bother the back of your ankles, and you'll see why in just a minute. We're going to go under the board here, and we're going to tie it down. Actually, I'm going to get myself in position and find a spot that is comfortable for me, and that's about it right there. Tie it down. I'm going to put a square knot in there, just like so. Slide your feet in. Now, this holds your ankles down while you begin to, and that actually feels a little bit loose, but since it's rope and it's not secured to anything, you can always go back and tie it again. But you prop your ankles up. You also may want to put something down for your knees, because of course the board's pretty hard on the knees. Get yourself a pillow or some knee pads that someone who does ceramic tile or something, or hardwood, may wear. So you just lean forward, and as you begin to lean forward, you'll feel that pressure on the hamstrings, and that right there, you're not going to go much farther before you collapse down. And then, of course, coming back up may be a different thing. You could put something here to assist you with so that you don't go too far. You can go just far enough, or you can do the exercise like this. Very good for the hamstrings. So, if you don't have 3/4 inch plywood laying around, don't want to go out and buy it because you don't have a need for it. It can be quite expensive. I think a sheet of 3/4 inch plywood may cost you a little over $20. So maybe you have one that's a little bit shorter. The problem with shorter, it will work, but as you push and you put the pressure back here on the board, when it's short, it'll want to pull up on you. You can just deal with that. There, an option that could be used is, okay, right here. Another sheet of plywood that I had laying around. I'm not sure how thick this is. It looks like maybe a 1/4 inch or something like that. But you can see, very thin, very flimsy. There's no way you're going to do this exercise with this board right here. So, an option, take the board that was that thin. If you happen to have an old 2x4 laying around, take your 2x4, cut it to length, or let it be just a little bit longer to give you that extra support to keep from pulling up on the end, and cut it to length. I would suggest putting glue in between the board and the 2x4, as well as screwing it together. Glue, wood glue, really holds things together really well and can give you a little bit extra security on that. So put the 2x4 on this side and on the other side, and that right there will serve every bit the purpose of a thicker board. Also, I like this this setup because it doesn't use up your resources. You can always take your rope off, use it for something else. If that's what you need to do, you can always use your 2x4 for something else, and it's easy enough to put away. It's very small and compact, and it's not something that's going to require much storage space. So there is your hamstring curl equipment.